Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, online friends.
Good morning.
So, how is the energy today?
Hi.
So, that's great. So, with this spirit, I Toastmaster Shane, your Sergeant at Arms, and I welcome you all to the meeting number 564 of our Invictus Toastmasters Club. Every Toastmasters meeting begins with shared purpose. What is that shared purpose? Anyone?
Growth.
Yes, growth,
Helping people.
helping each other, learning, right? And mission of Toastmaster perfectly describe this shared purpose. The mission of Toastmaster is to provide a positive and supportive learning environment to its members, means all of us, to develop our communication and leadership skills. And our Toastmaster stands strong on 4 shining core values. Number 1, integrity, respect, service, and excellence. And to smooth flow of our meeting, to ensure smooth flow of our meeting and positive and respectful meeting, there are some housekeeping rules we must follow. Number 1, as Toastmaster, we avoid discussing topics like sex, politics, and religion. And please refrain from speaking if someone is here delivering their speech or explaining any rule. Please keep your mobile phones on silent mode. Online friends, please keep your mobile mute. Please keep your cameras on while you are speaking, and please keep your microphones off while you are not speaking. And please add TM guest before your name and your role next to it. And if you have any technical problem, please feel free to contact our host of the meeting and tech master. And now it is time to welcome our presiding officer, our today's presiding officer. And our today's presiding officer is Toastmaster Shraddha. But before I invite him, I would like to share a beautiful quote from Maya Angelou's. She once said, "People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel." And this quote, our presiding officer perfectly reflects this. Our presiding officer today, Toastmaster Shraddha, is someone who is the person with kind-hearted, with supporting spirit, and encouraging presence. She always ready to help to our fellow Toastmaster, her fellow Toastmaster. And one more thing I want to say. I believe today's word of the day, this word perfectly describes her personality, her positive, supportive, and encouraging personality. So please welcome Toastmaster Shraddha as our presiding officer. The stage is yours.
Can we have a huge round of applause for our Saturday? Thank you, Toastmaster Shraveen, for such a wonderful introduction. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I invite you to the 564th meeting of Invictus Toastmasters. Before I start, how many of you have a morning routine? Can I get a raise of hands? Yeah, online. I can see most of us have a morning routine. Now, what is the benefit of having a morning routine? It gives you consistency. It helps you improve on what you are doing. Like if you're exercising or if you're having green juice, it improves your health, right? Similar to that, we have Toastmasters. Toastmasters also require consistency. It also gives you improvement because slowly and steadily, when you speak on stage, when you are present for others, you get that nature imbibed in yourself and you become a better individual. More on that will be spoken by someone who will host the meeting today. But before I call her, I'd like our guest to give a brief introduction about themselves as to who they are, how they got to know about Toastmasters, and what they are expecting from Toastmasters. Can I have yes? You can speak here if it's okay.
Good morning, everyone.
You can speak here.
Good morning, everyone. Myself Rohit Kumar Shah. I am CA by profession. I work in PwC. Previously, I have been member of TMND. Due to shift in location, I have been shifted near Chhatarpur. So that's why I've been searching any club near Chhatarpur. I got to know about this club through Himanshu and Yuvraj. I'm excited to be part of here.
I'm glad this club is happening is near your location and you still are able to continue Toastmasters. Now, do we have any other guest online? Namra, no,
No,
right?
no.
Okay. So now it's the turn to call our new members. We have two new members who joined us recently, and I would like them to also introduce themselves as a member now to everyone so that others also get to know that they are our members. First, going with Toastmaster Paras.
Oh, Paras.
Hello everyone. As I've already discussed last week, my name is Faraz. I'm a supply chain and procurement professional. Overall, I have 11 years of work experience. I've been part of Toastmasters around 6 to 7, 8 years back. This is the time to restart my journey, and I'm looking forward for a collaboration with all of you. Thank you.
I hope you have a good time back again. Now it's time to call Toastmaster Ayushi.
Morning, everyone. My name is Ayushi. And previously, when I came as a guest, I was a master's student. Not anymore. I just got done with all my academic requirements. So now I am fully and completely unemployed. So I joined Toastmasters to gain some confidence because I really, as I'm preparing for the interviews and job and stuff. So I'm hoping he'll help me in that.
Thank you, Ayushi. Be assured that you surely will improve when you participate in this. And like now it's time to call our host of the meeting. She's someone who is a life coach by profession. She enjoys motivating people. She enjoys turning people from low esteem individuals to a high esteem individual. And we are lucky to hear more from her. Please welcome Toastmaster Rajinder.
Thank you for the Yuvraj, can you help me with this slides, please?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Good morning, online friends.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rajinder.
Today, I'm so excited to introduce you to this powerful morning routine known as SAVERS. Now, tell me, when we wake up, like I'm sleeping and I woke up and I'm just scrolling my screen. How many of you start the day like this? Only you, Raj?
Yes.
All right, Ajay also. And online friends, do you also start your day just by scrolling your screen? That's
No.
great. You have some sort of morning routine. Because the way we start our day defines the quality of our life. So it will define our productivity, our mindset, and ultimately our life. So when we wake up and check up our phone, messages, new problems, demands pop up. And if we choose to respond to those messages, the whole world take control of our mind, even before open our eyes. So instead of replying to those messages, instead of reacting to life, what if we plan our life? We design our life. That's why I follow a powerful morning routine known as SAVERS. Let me walk you through it. The first one is, as you can say, S. S stands for sit in silence. Sit in silence. I wake up every day and sit in silence for at least 10 minutes. No messages, no distractions, no news, just me and my breath. Because when you sit in silence, the silence is where your power is built. Silence is where your decisions become strong, and silence is where you reconnect with yourself. So if you sit for silence, at least for 10 minutes, you are able to redefine your life. You're able to think more positively. You're able to plan what you have to do in your day ahead. Now moving to A in SAVERS, which means affirmation. I don't use weak sentences. I use powerful intentional truth. Like whatever I want in my life, I use that as my statement in affirmation. I say I'm healthy, I'm happy. I am conducting webinars every day. That's what my job as life coach will require. I create positive impact in the society through my motivational talk. In this way, you can also design your own affirmation, what you want in your life. So, because our subconscious mind believes what we repeat consistently. So, if you repeat consistently the statements which you want in your life, you'll be able to attract them in your life sooner. And remember, our words are programming our future, so choose them wisely. So never ever use any negative statement, any doubtful statement. Always be positive and affirmative in your approach towards life. Now, let me, rest will cover in the later part of the meeting. Now, let me give you the structure of the meeting. We'll begin with 4 prepared speeches, followed by table topic session and then evaluation. So now it's time for me to introduce to you our very first prepared speech speaker, which is
GE.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, sorry. All right, before beginning the prepared speech session, I have to call the general evaluator for today's meeting, which is Toastmaster Yuvraj. He will brief you about the evaluation session of the meeting. Toastmaster Yuvraj, you stage please.
Fortune favors the bold. So I'm Toastmaster Yuvraj playing the role of the journal evaluator. My role is to provide the feedback for the overall meeting for the personal growth and development. Journal evaluator is a confluence of four Ox Road players: timer, R counter, listener, grammarian. Firstly, I would like to call the timer of today's meeting, that is Toastmaster Namra.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yuvraj. I want to share my screen. So could you please help me that? Thank you. Just a minute. Okay. Hope my screen is visible to all of you.
Oh, 1 minute.
Perfect. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. As you are seeing, the time was, so I'm playing the role as a timer for today's meeting. My role is to ensure everyone speaks within their allotted time. This will also help to ensure that the meeting runs on time. To help me this, I have my cue cards with me. Let me show with you. Oh, they are the cue cards. Green, yellow, and red. What's that mean? Let's see that. When you see green cards, first, for the prepared speeches, I will show green card at 5 minutes. This means you still have time. You can go ahead with your speech. At 6 minutes, I will show you the yellow card. This means this is the peak time where you have to try to wrap up your speech as soon as possible. At 7 minutes, I will show red card. This means now you have to stop. But for the prepared speaker, I will also provide them the grace period for 30 seconds. For table topic, I will show green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. For the evaluation, I will show green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 2 minutes, and red card at 3 minutes. How I'm going to show that? Let me show you. Like this. For the prepared speeches, when the time's up at 5 minutes, I will show this card. At 6 minutes, I will show this card, and at 7 minutes, I will show this card. I will come up with my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you, and back to the journal evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namra. I would like to call the grammarian of today's meeting, that is Toastmaster Shraddha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj. Good morning once again. I am the grammarian of the day, and as a grammarian, I'll be noting down all the good usages of phrases, good usages of words, and some improper usages. Apart from that, there is a word of the day which I would encourage everyone to use. And today's word of the day is eunoia. It aligns with today's meeting agenda, and its meaning is beautiful thinking, a well mind, a state of balanced and positive thinking. How can we use it? One example of a sentence is her speech reflected eunoia, thoughtful, kind, and balanced thinking. In eunoia, setbacks become stepping stones. Synonyms are clarity, serenity, and antonyms of this word is chaos, confusion. And a fun fact about this word is it has all the 5 vowels in it. So I encourage everyone to use it, and also to, if anyone speaks of this word, everyone is supposed to raise a thumbs up. I'll present the report towards the end of the meeting when called upon by a general evaluator. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shraddha. I would like to call the R counter of today's meeting, that is Toastmaster Paras.
Peter Drucker once said, the most important thing in communication is to hear what isn't said. Good morning, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. Today, in my role of R counter, I will be noting down those filler words that are used as crutch or pause fillers. Some of the words being and, so, well, but, like, and some of the filler sounds like I will be noting down all these words, and towards the end of the presentation, I will be preparing and sending out the final report for a general evaluator to. Thanks.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paras. Now, I would like to call the listener of today's meeting, that is Toastmaster Ayushi.
Listening is a vital skill and it helps you learn new things. So today as the listener, I will be testing everyone how attentive they are and if they're listening to everyone's speeches. And when called upon by the general evaluator, I'll ask a few questions from the speeches and I'll be noting down fun facts and some key features from all speeches. And towards the end, we have this.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ayushi. Now I will come up with my report at the end of the meeting, as Timur will call me, and after that I will call my spy agents present their Oxford reports. Now over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj. Now, time for prepared speeches. And we fight for slots literally every week. So it turns out to be the most important part of the meeting. Though every role is important, but yes, for speeches, we want to prepare and we want to present ourselves well. So now it's the time for first speech, and our first speaker is Toastmaster Rajinder. But before calling him up on stage, I would like to invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Rajinder, on stage. Toastmaster Rajinder, on stage, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I am far away from you people, but still I would like to evaluate. My speaker, Ajay Prajapati, he is going to speak his Level 1 Project 1 speech. His title is More You Connect, More You Win. And timer, please note down his timing is 5 to 7 minutes, and his objective is that he has to speak more and more, take more and more role for the new structure, and then he can learn more and more. And I would like to say only one word, that your focus determine your reality. So please focus and learn more and more. Thank you. And whenever a general evaluator call me on stage, I will come and speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajinder. Now, please welcome Toastmaster Ajay on stage. Toastmaster Ajay, the more you connect, the more you win. The more you connect, the more you win. Toastmaster Ajay.
You want to win the people. You want to win the people. You want to actually win the herds with your words. You want to impact people. You want to inspire people. You want to connect with the people. But I have seen a lot of vomiting of the content, words, in my school days. You know what? The students are sitting there yawning before the lectures or during the lecture, and they are actually delivering, the teachers, delivering the lecture. The students are getting bored. They're not listening anymore. They're talking. That's happening. Today I'm going to share the 3 secrets that really can help you connect with the people, with the audience. Are you ready with that? Yeah. Okay. So I remember I was in class 10th. So the zero period was going on. Remember when your 12th class board, 10th class board, so the study gets more serious, of course, isn't it? So the zero period was going on, a lot of pressure of studies, and the old traditional maths teacher was on the board and teaching back-to-back questions, back-to-back answers, and that's happening. Somehow, 45 minutes were passed. Yeah, students were listening, and that's all. Next 5 minutes, next 45 minutes, what started happening? The students, they started talking to each other. They started, doing some things with the pens or something like that, started talking. Some are yawning, some are getting bored, and I remember sitting in the classroom and waiting for the teacher when he is going to end the lecture, when he is going to out of the class, when he is actually stopping it. And one of my means after 45 minutes plus 45 minutes, one of my friend, actually Tawfiq, he stood up and he said, enough is enough. Sir, I'm really tired. It means my pen can answer my patience. I need to go to the washroom. And the teacher said, go. I don't want to see your face again in the class. So okay. So he went. After some time, my friend Pradeep, he stood up, he said, sir, can I go to bring water? He went outside. I didn't know what was happening with the class. Some were yawning and all that happening. Do you know why? There were the 3 reasons. Number 1, we were not described the importance of the lecture. We were not described the importance of the chapter. That's what happened a lot of times. Number 2, actually, the examples were not relatable. Examples were not actually connected with the people. Number 3, there were not interest. I know the interest was missing there. These were 3 reasons actually. Okay, number 1, once again, what was that? Importance. Okay, so I just want to ask you, do you know the importance of your speech, of your presentation, of your speaking, of your talk? Whenever you are joining the Toastmaster, before the speech or delivering the speech, do you know what is the importance? Why my topic is important? If you do not know why my topic is important, how can audience know why your topic is important? Why should I listen to you? That was the mistake the teacher made that day. Number 2, relative examples. We have seen so many times in the Toastmasters, we do have a relevant speeches. Someone, met with an accident, someone that, someone this. Why? Because we want to connect with people. We always have the relative examples. We always have the examples that can resonate with the people. That's the reason. Okay, this is what actually was missing that day. What was that once again? Actually, relevant examples were not there. He was just vomiting questions, answers, question, answer. That was happening. Actually, the students were tired of that. And the last one, what was that? Interest. Creating interest. That's what we have seen often. Toastmaster Sangeeta creating some fun activities, fun things. That's what I do in my sessions. Okay, come on, come sit in my classes. Trust me, you guys will be laughing a lot. Okay, that's what. By the way, you're not laughing right now, maybe. Okay, so you are actually, I of course focus a lot on creating interest in my classroom. So my question is, are you creating enough interest in your speeches, in your presentation, in your speaking anymore? Maybe not. I'm so sorry. These are the three things that we need, okay? Okay, so my question is once again, okay, are you creating the more interest enough? Are you having the relevant examples that can resonate with the people? Or are you still focusing on yourself? Am I looking okay? Am I looking okay? Am I looking okay? That's what are you doing? That's what you need. Why are you standing on stage? You should know. What is the importance? If you do not know the importance of your speech, of your presentation, of your speaking, how can your audience act? If you have these three things, I'm sure you can connect with the audience, with the people, with your whosoever that actually you're talking. And I'm sure that you can win the audience, you can win the hearts with your words. That's what you need, okay? But why? Because use these things. Why? Because I do not want that your audience yawning before your speeches. I do not want. That's vomiting that was happening one day in your speeches sometimes. You are just on and on. The audience is off and off. Doesn't work. Try to understand, okay? The last one is, in my classes, often when I used to plan, I always try to add some more humor in the classes. How I can have some amazing experience to my students that I always created. That was working amazingly. That's my question. Are you creating enough interest or making your classes, your speeches, your presentation, your speaking more interesting? That's very important for you. And once you develop these three things, you're gonna be man on the earth. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. What an animated speech, Toastmaster Ajay. Very rightly said, able to connect with the audience and develop the interest among them. That should be the purpose of every speaker who comes on the stage. So now next we have is, next speaker is Toastmaster Anuj. But before he comes on the stage, may I have his evaluator, Toastmaster Shirin on stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay. So, hello friends, hello online friends. Today I have pleasure to evaluate Toastmaster Anuj's speech. Title, I Dare to Speak. He is currently working in the presentation mastery pathway, and today he will present level 3 project 3 speech, and that is Know Your Sense of Humor. And title I already said, I Dare to Speak. In this project, my target speaker will explore his personal style of humor and learns how to use humor effectively in a speech to connect with the audience and make the message more engaging. As evaluator, my role is to carefully listen to my speaker for 5 to 7 minutes and then provide my constructive report on CRC method. Commendation, recommendation, and commendation. So let us get ready to discover TM Anuj's unique style of speech. Thank you so much for listening. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shireen. I'm sorry, before I call Toastmaster Anuj on stage, can we have feedback for our first speaker, Toastmaster Ajay, on guest group on WhatsApp?
Time only 1 minute.
Time will be 1 minute. Please give your feedback for Toastmaster Ajay's speech. Timer, please do tell me when it gets over. All right, time's up. So now please welcome our next speaker, Toastmaster Anuj on stage. All right. Toastmaster Anuj, I dare to speak. I dare to speak, Toastmaster Anuj.
Am I visible? Am I audible?
Yes.
Good afternoon, my fellow Toastmaster and guests. English is an excellent language. If you speak correct English like Toastmaster Shraddha, so people think you are intelligent. But if you speak like me in broken English, people think you are funny. So I think why waste that opportunity? It's not my fault. Like every Bengali medium students, I also learned A for apple, B for ball in class 5. One of my friends asked a question to my teacher. Sir, I am seeing with my own eyes. The teacher replied. Next time, try to sing with your friends. When I was in class 11, I met her. She is so beautiful. And she also knew that I liked him a lot. So one day, she surprisingly told me, let's go for a date. I replied, 3rd of March. And now we are living happily with another person. One day, I went to a restaurant. And the waiter came to me. He asked, good evening, sir. What do you want to have? I ordered, can you bring some dead chicken with emotion? He looked at me and said, sir, do you want grilled chicken? I told, yes, from same family. To overcome this, I joined Toastmasters. And I know so many things you have about English. I think Toastmaster Shraddha is one of them whom I learned a lot. I learned so many things, so many new words. Like today's words also. You know, yeah. But the main problem with me is I can't find the scissor to cut the ribbon and inauguration that word. I also know the meaning of my friend Toastmaster Tanish. Tanish is a jewel or a gift. I think he is the best Tanish which uncle gave to auntie. There are two things is very famous in this place. One is Rajinder ka dhaba and another is Toastmaster Rajinder. Toastmaster Rajinder is from Punjab. But you are Punjabi, right? I love Punjab because Punjab has the most number of people who can speak in English after 8 p.m. I also love Punjab for the Punjabi community, for the progressiveness. They are very gender neutral. Look at their name. Surinder, Parminder, and I have huge problem while speaking in English. One day, I called Toastmaster Ritesh. Toastmaster Ritesh is one of the main pillar of our house X. So he is very helpful. I called. Hello, Toastmaster Ritesh. How are you? From the another side, Toastmaster Ritesh said, Hi, Anuj. Good afternoon. How are you? Tell me, how can I help? I replied, Toastmaster Ritesh, I want to work on my filler board. What can I do? Toastmaster Ritesh from the other side said, just do one thing. Record your speech and listen carefully. So I record my speech and I listened carefully also. And surprisingly, I found that in my 2 minutes of speech, in my 5 minutes of speech, there are 2 minutes of content and 3 minutes of like you know. I now I did one. I use AI to improve my English. Is there anyone who use AI like ChatGPT?
I use YouTube.
I also use some AI to improve my English. AI is superb. AI did almost everything. It improves my sentence. It corrects my grammar. It gave me so much new word. But the only problem is, after correcting the sentence, sometimes I can't get the meaning of my own word, my own sentence. One thing I want to share. This is not my word. This is my teacher word. I am very fortunate that I have placed with some of my teacher who is not anymore in this world, but their words always remain with me. So I want to talk about one of my teacher, late Nirmal Nag. So who said one thing to me, son, if you want to do anything, if you want to achieve anything, oh, I can't see the red card. So if you want to achieve anything, you only need one thing, that is confidence. Yeah. And I think the most powerful person in this house is the timer. Because the timer reminds me a good speech needs to stop. Right? And needs to stop within a time. Thank you. Over to you.
Great, that was one humorous speech, Toastmaster Anuj. And before we give feedback to Toastmaster Anuj, let me clarify, Rajinder, that Dhaba does not belong to Toastmaster Rajinder. So don't ask for discount there, they may not help you. So it's time to give feedback to Toastmaster Anuj on guest or self group. Can we have this this cheese is not just fine. And it's the time. All
Yes,
right,
we have time.
great. Now, time for our third speaker. Our third speaker is Toastmaster Johnny, and his evaluator is Toastmaster Namra. So, Toastmaster Namra on stage, please.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajinder, for calling me on the stage. My target speaker is Toastmaster Johnny. The speech title is The Mat and the Mirror. The objective is to inspire the audience to embrace stillness and mindful breathing as tool for overcoming internal shouts. Project Presentation Mastery, Project 2, Level 1. When I asked him why you choose this title for the speech, he told me that my speech always based on experience and knowledge. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namra. Now, please welcome Toastmaster Johnny on stage, and his speech title is The Mat and the Mirror. The Mat and the Mirror, Toastmaster Johnny.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajinder. Good morning to everyone. So, most of us live a life like a browser with 50 tabs open. We are the most connected generation in the history, yet we are disconnected from the one thing that carry us through our life, that is our body and our soul. Today, I want to talk about the yoga, but not that yoga which you saw on Instagram reel, but the yoga which is the ultimate insurance policy for our most valuable assets, that is our body, that is you, that is me. I would like to share real time or real life experience with all of you today. As most of you know that most of the time I always prefer to speak based on the experiences or ever I have felt in my life. 2 years back, my health was playing a toss with me. A one day morning, suddenly something made me uneasy. Something was not okay. Something was not functioning properly. Something make me shiver that time. Something make me tired, low, disconnected, and demotivated. Besides driving in Delhi traffic for almost 15 years, when I know tits and bits of the traffic, this traffic was making me in a panic. The lifts and the closed room was horrifying for me. Slowly, this something was ruining my everything. All medical checkups were done and all the reports were fine. But this something was not diagnosed because this something is not possible to be diagnosed in the medical reports like X-ray, ECG, and MRIs. This something started turning in my favor when I joined yoga and meditation center. The mat was the ultimate reflection of my health as I was not able to move, bind, and turn around myself. But I was fortunate and lucky that I got a good mentor who hold my hand, standing by my side, and helped me to understand the body functioning, and the recovery from this something. So ultimately, on yoga mat, I found this something was diagnosed as an initial stage of anxiety disorder. This anxiety can be handled carefully before it converts into the depression. So, in this situation, the first stage is the acceptance because this social taboo in our society, if you say that you have an anxiety, you will become or declared mentally ill person. And that's why a large chunk of person, generation, people converted who are anxious into depression. They are okay to taking the pills. They are okay to treat depression, but they are not agree and they are not ready to accept the problem because log kya kahenge. So let me tell you how it start begin. It start with your breathing because breathing is everything. If your breathing is not proper, if your breathing is not normal, you are more prone to be anxious or will be develop anxiety during the time because our body required constant flow of oxygen in the brain, in the hormones, in the neurons of the oxygen. If energy is not constant, my body will become hyper. If my body will become hyper, it will convert into blood pressure and sugar. And most of the people what they do, they try to dump themselves into the medications to treat these diseases, but these problems start through the simple problem that is anxiety. So rather than going to find the root cause, people are tend to go to medications and prescriptions and accepting the major root cause of the problem. So what is the solution of this problem? The solution of the problem is the yoga. Yoga is the ultimate solution of the problem. Because when you do a proper breathing, Surya Namaskar, do the asanas, do the Anulam Vilom, your brain and your stomach both are connected with each other and they are always working in fight to fight mode when you are in the anxiety. So if you follow the right rhythm, follow the right prescription, and follow the right mentor or right path, you will never tend to become in such situations. And that's why yoga is the ultimate solution of all the problem. As far as my concern, I never took any kind of medications. I never took any kind of prescriptions, despite I have a list of long prescriptions from doctor because this disease, these problems are not able to be covered in the medical history where they tend to start the medication. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Toastmaster Johnny. Your speech was relevant to today's theme. And I've also heard somewhere that we have many problems in life. But if we have health problems, that is the only problem we have. Then no other problem we can see because health is our most important priority. So now we'll give feedback to Toastmaster Johnny's speech on guest group. All right, time is the time up? All right, great. Now we have our next speaker, Toastmaster Lakwinder. Is Toastmaster Lakwinder there online? All right, great. So before calling him up on stage, I would like to invite Toastmaster Ritesh to brief us about his speech. Toastmaster Ritesh, on stage, please.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My target speaker is Toastmaster Lakwinder. His pathway is Visionary Communication, Level 1, Project number 2, and the title is The Power of MA. Timer, please note the duration is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, PM Lakwinder.
Thank you, Toastmaster Johnny.
All right. Yeah, Toastmaster Lakwinder, the power of MA, the power of MA, Toastmaster Lakwinder.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Let me start with one simple question. Have you ever noticed that most powerful part of a conversation is not a word, it's the silence between them? Think about music. If a song had no pause, just non-stop music, it will become noise. If think about art, if a painting does not have empty space, it will be chaotic. In Japanese philosophy, there is a beautiful concept that explains this. That is called ma. Thus, ma means space between things, the pause between two notes, the silence between words, the empty space that allow meaning to exist. In simple terms, ma is not emptiness. Ma is a meaningful space. I truly understood ma was during a meeting. You see, most of us believe that a good speaker must speak continuously, fill every moment, avoid silence. But one day, a speaker on stage said something powerful and paused for 3 seconds. The room became silent, but suddenly everyone leaned forward. Why? Because that pause created anticipation. That pause created focus. That pause was ma. Okay, that pause was ma. In Japanese culture, right? In Japanese culture, they use ma everywhere. In architecture, the homes are often built with open space that create calmness. In Zen gardens, the empty space is just as important as rocks. In martial arts, timing, distance, and the space determine the fighter victory. In communication, in communication, the silence is respected, not feared, because silence gives time for thinking, reflection, and connection. But in modern world, we are uncomfortable with silence. Whenever there is a pause, we rush to fill in. Whenever uh, we rush to fill in, right? Whenever in a meeting, there's a meeting become quiet. We someone immediately speaks up. Whenever we are alone, we grab our phone. We are continuously filling our life We are continuously filling our life with noise, notification, and information. Maybe the problem is not that our life is that we do not give enough pauses. So let's try using Ma in our life in communication. Uh, in communication, let's pause and truly listen. In leadership, let's step aside and let create space for other to speak. In creativity, let's step aside and let the idea breathe. And in relationship, sometimes silence speak louder than words. In public speaking, Ma is very important. In public speaking, Ma is very important. A powerful speaker know when not to know. A powerful speaker do not rush. A powerful speaker knows when to pause because sometime audience need some time to feel the message. The lesson of Ma is simple but profound. That meaning is not only exist because of what is present, but also because of what is absent. And I think just a second, got interrupted. Okay, uh, think about life. The beauty of life is not only because of what is uh, not only because of activity, but also because of a moment of calmness. So next time when you speak, pause. Next time when you listen, allow silence. Next time when you feel life is too loud, create space. Because sometime the best thing you can say is nothing at all. That's the power of Ma. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for introducing us to new word Ma, which we may know by pause. And it is a meaningful space between two sentences, two words, and in every situation in life. That was wonderful. Now, can we give please him feedback on those guest group? Is the time up? All right, the time is up. So now we'll continue with the theme of the day. We were talking about SAVERS, the powerful morning routine. We're done with S and A, sitting in silence and saying our affirmations every morning. Third thing, what we can do is we can visualize what we want to achieve in our life. When we see what we want in our life, just by closing our eyes and imagining them, then we are directing our mind to bring that into our lives. So I see myself standing on stage, I see my audience clapping, I see transforming life, I see abundance going into my life. I see everything, I visualize. Because our mind does not know the difference between the imagination and reality. So more you imagine good things, you will bring that things in your life. So there are like three kind of people. First are visual people. Those who can just close their eyes and imagine whatever they can imagine. So these people are highly visual people. So they can imagine easily. Second type of people are auditory people. they can imagine, think about things by listening to it. So for all the auditory people, I would suggest to record whatever you want in your life in your own words, either in your phone or some recording device, and listen to it every day. When you keep listening to that every day, you will sooner bring that into your reality. Now, third kind of people are kinesthetic people. They see by they can get things into your life by watching and by imagining, by feeling. So I see myself as kinesthetic. So what I did was I just edited my picture as in the one of Success Gyan stage. I edited as if I'm standing on the stage with mic on. And it was around 1.5 years ago. And I made it a wallpaper on my phone. And within few months, I attracted Toastmasters in my life. So now every week I'm speaking on stage, at least in front of 15, 20, 30 people. And I was also able to attract Success Gyan coach, Pooja Puneet, Success Suren into my life. I attended their course. So in this way, if you imagine thing, if you feel thing, you can edit your picture for the reality which you want in your life. So these are the three ways in which you can visualize the things which you want in your life. Now, next is E stands for exercise. Now, the movement is energy and energy is confidence. So, if you move, if you practice at least yoga, walk, running 15 to 20 minutes a day, then you are giving one signal to your mind that you respect yourself. And when you respect yourself, it builds your self-confidence. And when self-confidence is belief, when self-confidence is achieved, you can achieve anything in your life. So movement is necessary. So now we have done with 4 alphabets of SAVERS, and in rest we'll cover in later part of the meeting. And it's time for the surprise test now. And that is our table topic session. And today we have our table topic master, Toastmaster Shiriji. So can I have you on stage?
Hello everyone. Hello online friends. Before I explain my role, first I would like to thank Toastmaster of the day for the bringing for this wonderful topic, wonderful theme. And I have crafted some beautiful questions related to this thing only. So my role is this table topic session is like you have to come here, listen topic, and think for 2 to 3 seconds and speak your mind, speak your beautiful thoughts. So time will be 1 to 2 minutes with 30 seconds of grace period. And I would like to invite first volunteer from this class and second from online platform. And I would like to invite experienced Toastmaster first with no role and no speech. And after that, anyone can volunteer by raising your hand and I will invite accordingly. So, are you ready for this spontaneous speaking?
Yes, sir.
So,
Guys, the polls for the best prepared speaker is in the guest group, and just please vote for the best prepared speaker. After
please give your votes, and after 1 minute, I will start. I have got one volunteer from this class, Toastmaster Anu.
that's it.
Toastmaster Namra? 1 minute's over? Okay. So now, I'm very happy to invite Toastmaster Anmol here. So my question will start with a situation, and after situation followed by a question. And one thing I want to say, if I do justice to this role, credit goes to him because I have learned from him. So my question is for Toastmaster Anmol is, many people say that morning is the most peaceful time of the day, filled with the chirping of birds and fresh air. So what does a perfect morning in nature look like for you?
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. Good to see you all of my friends offline, online. Talking about the perfect morning. A couple of months back, I was actually not in India, and I was still attending Toastmasters meetings, not lab online. And it used to be like 2:30 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. for me. And even sometimes I've had people like Postmaster Deepak call on to me and saying that, you should take good care of your health and you should just avoid staying up so late at night. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of people have told me this, and for lots and lots of amount of time, I've just ignored that. And my schedule on some days have literally been like sleeping at 6 a.m. and waking up at 12 p.m. because the idea that I had in my mind was that okay, it doesn't matter that whether you're sleeping at night, in the afternoon, or whatever. If you're getting an adequate amount of sleep, be it like 6 to 8 hours, it will work fine for you. But unfortunately, I was wrong. And I do believe that there are some certain essential things in the world in which we don't really fight it, we don't really like counter it. That is the best way to do it. And this is something that I've been working pretty hard on it. I'm not perfect, but I am happy to report that I woke up at like 8 a.m. today. I went for an exam and just came back from exam straight here. But I'm also sad to report that I slept at, let's say, I think 4:30 a.m. So I would suggest this to you. Keep this learning from me. Yes, it matters how many hours you sleep, but it also matters when you sleep. You have all that scientific reasoning and all that, but this is my opinion. And waking up early and just listening to the sounds of chirping birds and just indulging myself in the greenery, that's what I perfect dawn.
Wonderful response. Sleep matters, but when to sleep is fine. Hard to sleep.
I've actually stopped screen sharing.
If you sleep, you can sleep. We are not able to say something.
Right. I think we can see the timer cards in this. Looks strong. I don't know why participants are not showing.
Someone can see here and raise the timer card. Okay. I need next volunteer from online platform. Who wants to come? Please raise your hand. From here, anyone? Toastmaster Ritesh. Okay. Toastmaster Guest Ritesh.
Guess Rohit.
Guest Rohit. So guest Rohit. It is often said that the first thought in the morning shapes the entire day. Do you agree with this?
I do agree with this. The first thought of the first thought in the morning saves the entire day. Um, if we just I'll share my routine. After coming home by office 10 p.m., 8 p.m., or I got to sleep around 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. I got to wake up late and feeling exhausted, and then my whole routine is destroyed. Entire day routine is destroyed. But when I slept early in the night, like by 10, probably due to when I come to office early, I feel more energized in the morning. And when this thought it comes in my mind, I woke up at 6 p.m. I woke up at 7 p.m. There are many hours like before going to my office, like 3 4 hours. In this time, I can do yoga, go for a park for walk. So that's it.
Morning time is for yoga and go for the morning walk in the park. Today morning I was coming in my Uber. My driver said to me, first thing in the morning should be the positive thought about your pets. For now, like this. He was so. Who wants to come next from an online platform? Anyone?
Yes, guest Abhijit has raised his hand.
Okay, yes, Abhijit. The question is for you. Suppose every morning you are given 1 extra hour only for yourself. So, how would you spend this golden hour?
Thank you so much, fellow Toastmasters and guests present in this room. 1 extra hour in the morning is purely bliss because, in the kind of environment that we all are in at the moment, rushing and doing our day to day work and daily course, getting that extra hour after waking up in the morning is certainly a bliss, especially around the summer's time when I get an opportunity to wake up quite early in the morning at around 5:30 just to ensure that I get ready and prepare everything just to leave for work at around 7:30. 1 hour of additional time is something that I would love to utilize in making my health taken good care of. One of the prime reasons why at this point of time I am kind of going ahead and stating that health is so very important for me is because of the age. I'm almost close to touching 40, and you all know, whoever are in that level of touching 40 or even beyond that, we all have to ensure that we stay healthy. Having that time of 1 hour doing walking or even within the society can make all the difference. For me, meditation and walking in that extra hour of one before I leave for office would actually ensure for me to make sure that when I go back to office for work, I'm able to fulfill all the necessary assignments with a proper mindset, with the kind of uh, support that I require. Because when I do physical exercise, when I do a little bit of meditation, I'm sure that I will be able to put on everything into the effort that I need to do it before I go ahead and work for others. So, this 1 hour, if given to me, and for that matter, not just me, everyone in that room, I'm sure everybody will be able to utilize to the best to take care of their health as well as well being. Thank you, Table Topic Master, for the topic.
Thank you. Thank you, guest Abhijit, for the loveliest one. And meditation and morning walk is necessary for our health, and we must do it. Who wants to come next? This is a wonderful question. Yes. Thank you for volunteering. Imagine waking up one morning and discovering there is no phone, no internet, no technology. What is your reaction?
Oh, no phone, no technology. We are back to the old 90s era. Now, there's no pressure to create content to showcase posts on LinkedIn. No pressure at all. We can be just ourselves. We don't need any validation. We can just be ourselves. We can play around with our friends. No need to look who accepted our friend request. I wish this person was my friend. Oh, we know the person personally. It doesn't matter they are our friend or not, because now we know each other personally. They are our friends. We don't have to wait for someone to accept our request. Then we get to know them, and then we decide whether we are friends or not. And apart from the social life, we also don't have to be having this peer pressure that so much content is there. Chat GPT is there. Everything is evolving so fast. What to do in career? We can decide peacefully and calmly because there are limited source of information. So we get to decide and move on that path without having that pressure of how the world will change. It can change tomorrow itself. So if we are in this era, back in those days when technology was not overpowering, we can be with each other. We might not be globally connected, but we would be connected, intertwined with each other so strongly that we would not have to suffer in like thinking about what is going on in the world. We can share with each other with whom we are sitting right beside. And if we were to, I know there are a lot of benefits of this technology, but if we were to have this one day without technology, we can live peacefully. Back to you. Dear friend, thank you. So, who wants to come next? Postmaster Yuvraj. Next will be from online platform. Please be ready. My question is for Toastmaster Yuvraj is, imagine two things are calling you in the morning. Your comfortable bed and your cup of coffee. Which one will win and why?
So the two comfortable things which will win is the cup of coffee. Because if I will drink the coffee, my brain will operate. I will be in the active mood, focusing on my task, focusing on other things, and keeping myself busy. But staying on the bed for a long period of time is just like that. I'm living in my dreams, not able to fulfill it. And sometimes staying in the bed is just like well, living in the comfort zone. As comfort zone is the enemy of the growth. Having a cup of coffee has several benefits because it will recreate my mind. So while driving on highways, it will help me out. I don't get sleep. I don't feel sleepy while driving, and it will help recreate my mind. To sum up, I would like to say that there should be a blend of cup of coffee and on the bed, but try to make sure that both of them should not go beyond it, which can hamper your personal growth and development. Thank you.
Cup of coffee should win. Online platform. Please, online friends, anyone who wants to come, please volunteer. Namra, please help me.
So, anyone who wants to join, please raise your hand.
Toastmaster Johnny, you want to come? You want to volunteer?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So, Toastmaster Johnny, my question is for you. Imagine tomorrow morning you wake up and your phone disappears for the first 2 hours. What would be your reaction that time?
Okay, so phone is the prime responsibility in today's world, and without phone, we cannot imagine our life because we are completely connected through the phones only, with the help of social media or with the help of with the peers and dears. So I think life it not be possible or not be we can say feasible without the. Sorry, I'm not able to conclude.
You are going very good. But thank you so much for your response. Namra, we have time. One more. Okay. Who wants to come from this class? Ritesh. Toastmaster Ritesh. So, Toastmaster Ritesh, my question is for you. If you could give one piece of advice about morning habit to your younger self, what would it be?
Thanks, Toastmaster Shiri. So, when we say morning routine, when your morning starts, it's prior to day early on the evening. So my advice to my younger generation is don't plan your early morning. Plan one day before from the evening and you plan it so well because when you plan like today evening that I will sleep at a right time. Tomorrow morning I will wake up, right? So that is one routine I would really advise my younger generation. And morning routine is not only physical activity, it is mental also. So you have to be whatever TM Rajinder has taught us. I think I will convey all these things to my younger generation. Thank you.
This is a wonderful response. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Thank you, online friends. Over to you, Janali.
Thank you so much for very beautiful session and wonderful topics relevant to the theme. So now we'll move forward with the theme and let's connect to the projector. Select, no?
The post for the best table topic speaker is in the guest group, and so request to just vote for it.
Full screen plus. Yes, yeah. Thank you. All right, is the time up? All right, great. So moving forward with this theme of the day, we are done with SAVE. Now time for R. R means reading. So leaders are readers, and we Toastmasters are leaders in the making. So reading should be our food for the mind. So if we read at least 10 pages a day, it could change our level of thinking completely. And trust me, growth is not accidental, it is intentional. If we not feed it with intent, the world will feed it, world will feed it randomly. So it's better you read and grasp things that can help you in your personal growth. So reading also helps. So try at least with 2-3 pages reading in the morning or more than that for your personal growth. Moving to S. S is scribing. Now, scribing is writing anything, but what we can include in writing? There are 3 things that are included in writing. First is goals. Because we all those masters are here for our personal development. So I can imagine what does the role of goal writing play in our life? When we write our goal every day, we set an intention that we can finish them or achieve them in time. So first thing you can write a goal. Like if I have to write a goal for the day, I have to prepare my speech, I have to spend time with my family, I have to call my parents, or I have to take my meeting. So you have to write it down. If you write it down, it will be in your mind that you have to achieve that. Second is gratitude. Now, whatever we have been gifted in our life, we should be grateful for that. So try to write your gratitude. Thank you, God. I am so blessed to have a beautiful family. Thank you, God, for this wonderful Toastmaster community. Thank you, God. Today I'm speaking on stage. Today I'm feeling confident. So whenever you are grateful for things in life, you will attract more things to be grateful for. So try and write as many things as possible in the morning itself. Begin with 1, 2, 3, and let's see the magic. The third one is, and this is very important, write your negative emotion. We being human, I know negative emotions crop up in our mind no matter how hard we try. So what I do is I write all the negative emotion on the paper and throw it away. Because when we write a negative emotion, we process it, we release them. We don't spread them because spreading them will increase negativity, right? So try to write the negative thing and release it. In this way, you will be very peaceful in your mind and you can focus on the most important things in your life. Now, I will advise you to follow this SAVERS routine for at least 30 days. And you will say, it sounds good, but I don't have time. That I understand. So what you can do is you can at least wake up 30 minutes earlier. I think we can do that for our own benefit. Wake up 30 minutes earlier and follow this routine, and then you're good to go with your day. Because when you follow this routine, it is not taking your time. It is giving you control for your entire day. So if you get the control of your entire day, you can control your life and take it in any direction you want. And next is why 30 days? Because whatever we repeat consistently, it becomes a habit. And habit decides our destiny. So we never fall to what we plan, but we can grow to what habits we create. So our habit always wins. Whenever we plan some goals, we can fail in fulfilling that goals. But if we develop a habit, it will make sure that we'll win in our life. So I would encourage each one of you to inculcate this SAVERS system in your life. Try for at least 30 days and see how your life changes. Thank you. That's all from my side. But now, the very important section of the meeting, which is the evaluation part. And for that, I would like to invite our general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Yuvraj, on stage. Toastmaster Yuvraj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajinder, for doing the remote. Now it's time to call the first speech evaluator of Toastmaster Ajay, that is Toastmaster Rajinder.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So when you kneel down before the God, God will stand for you. And when God will stand for you, nobody is against you. So I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Ajay for wonderful speech. He was a very good speaker, I must say. I am going to use CRC approach. This is commendation, recommendation, and commendation. So first of all, I would like to congratulate for very wonderful speech. And obviously, some people have a very great voice, and that is one of the benchmark of our my Toastmaster. He is having very great voice, and he is wonderful speaker because I saw him from the beginning, and he has improved much more before than when I saw him last time. He's continuously improving, and he's doing extremely well. And when I saw him, he's having so many pitches. Like he's having very high pitch sometimes. Sometimes he's using very low pitch. So this will that make the difference between the speaker. You know, sometimes when you speak suddenly, very soundly, then people will understand. Oh, this is what he's speaking about. This is the language was used was very clear, and it was so all simple words he used. He has not used any word which is uncomfortable for the very simple foundation for him that in between there is a pause. Sometimes he has to take 2 to 3 seconds when he change the topic. Like he's working for two topic. There was interest and then it was some other. So in between there should be some gap. So that is why he has to take for few second gap. Then it will be change the difference. And obviously we are online. We could not able to see his structure. Means body evidence that what he's doing, where he's moving, because he was not at the center of the stage. So this was the problem I was facing. But ultimately, overall, he was a very good speaker, and he is learning very fast. So here I would like to say only one thing, that well done. Keep giving speeches and learn more and become more. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajinder. Now it's time to call the second speech evaluator of Toastmaster Anuj, that is Toastmaster Shirin.
Thank you, General Manager. So, hello friends, hello online friends. So, good speech need to stop on time, right? Toastmaster Anuj? Excellent. You have respected not only your time but audience time also. That is good. You are a very good Toastmaster. So, let me first, what a wonderful speech, I must say in a broken English. So, let me begin with one thing that is I truly appreciate about Toastmaster Anuj is that his sincerity and his preparation for the speech. Whenever he comes to the stage, he always brings well prepared speech, no doubt about it. And today's speech is another example of his dedication. And I would like to appreciate his confidence, natural delivery. And I can see a sense of calmness and comfort when he speaks. And because of this calm presence and audience able to connect him easily, I can see that. And next point, in his words only, actually I have huge problem giving recommendation to my fellow Toastmasters, but I have to. Now, one recommendation is that in our speech, it is more impactful when we don't take slightly longer pause. We take intentional pause. Then our speech will become more attractive and people will like it. And then finally, I would say that his vocal variety, facial expression, hand gesture, and stage movements are perfect. Were perfect. I noticed that, and his presentation was wonderful. So I look forward to next speeches of Toastmaster Anuj. So thank you. This is from my side, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shirin. Now it's time to call our third speech evaluator, that is Toastmaster Namra.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj, for calling me up. My target speaker is Toastmaster Johnny. The title is The Mat and the Mirror. You started your speech talking about the yoga and its importance in our life. That's very amazing. I literally like when you compared an insurance policy with your body and mentioned that it's a most precious asset we have is our body. That was very meaningful thought. You also shared your personal experience about your health. Even after facing several diagnoses and report that appears normal, but still you didn't feel better from inside. Later, you also talked that you joined yoga center. You realized that while joining the yoga center, you're still facing anxiety disorder. Your message about first step being acceptance was very, very powerful. You also explain how the constant flow of oxygen throughout the breathing and the yoga helps improve your health and reduce the anxiety. Your message encouraged the audience to choose health practice like yoga instead of depending on medicines. Just a minute. Hope my screen is visible. Yeah. Just a second. Yeah. One basically recommendation from my side. You little bit look nervous during your speech, but that's completely normal. One suggestion, when you're delivering your speech, it would be better that you stand up and then deliver your speech. It's basically help better confidence and stage presence. Also, when you're talking about yoga and its benefit, you can use more hand gesture so the audience can visually what you're explaining. Otherwise, your speech is very good, meaningful message about health, acceptance, and benefit of yoga. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namra. Now it's time to call our next speech evaluator and Toastmaster Ritesh.
How many of you agree that space between things are important? I think we all of us. That is the whole purpose of my target speaker's speech, the power of Ma. I thought it's another Ma. But yes, he conveyed the things in a really simple method. I really liked the overall structure of his speech. When you see him, the body movement was really good and he was smiling in between, so that connects the audience in that. The powerful message is that pauses, and he conveyed it very well. Like the pauses, why we take pauses in a speech? All the great leaders does that, right? So that when we deliver something and the audience can digest the speech or the words or the phrases, that's what PM Lakwinder explained it really well. His creation, like he experienced something in his life, he explored, learned, and he connected his experience with a concept that is power of Ma. So that explained really very well, DM Lakwinder. Congratulations to you. And I really liked your progress when I saw you first time and now. Overall structure good, body language good. Some of the recommendation is that in the initial speeches, when you choose topic, choose simple topics. It's a very in-depth topic, like Japanese technology on space, between the things, but you explained it well. Second is that when you try to remember, it is applicable to everyone. So your expression changes, right? So the only solution which I think conveyed earlier and now is everyone is that record your speech. Then only you can evaluate. Otherwise, the powerful message is that, present is golden, but you focus on the missing, how important the missing thing in your life, right? Congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritesh. Now the polls for the best evaluator is in the guest room. And one more request. We need votes for the best table topic speakers. Those who have not voted, please just vote for best table topic speakers also and evaluators, as I have already mentioned it. Now it's time to call my Oxford players to present their report. Firstly, I would like to call the R counter of today's meeting, that is Toastmaster Paris.
I'm sure all of us would agree that communication is not only what you say, but it's more importantly how clearly you say it. So I'm here to present my report. First of all, I'll start with Toastmaster Rajinder. Toastmaster Rajinder, you used ours 10 times, 1 time, and 11 times, so 12 times, like 2 times, and there were like 3 repeats of the phrases. I'm sure you spoke a lot, and that's why I was able to record these very fast. Your favorite words were so and and. Next is Journal Evaluator Toastmaster Yuvraj. So Toastmaster Yuvraj used ours 4 times and 1 time, so 1 time. Yeah, that was on Toastmaster Yuvraj. For Toastmaster Ajay, ours was used 9 times, 3 times, and 2 times, so 1 time, and there were like 5 times of repeats. And your favorite word was okay. Next is Toastmaster Rajinder as an evaluator. So Toastmaster Rajinder used ours 11 times and 2 times. There were like 2 repeats that you used, and your favorite phrase was more and more and much and more. Toastmaster Shirin, as an evaluator, you used ours 4 times and 5 times, so 6 times, and you used 1 time like, and your favorite word was so. Toastmaster Anuj, as speaker, used R 6 times and 3 times, so 2 times, like 2 times, but 1 time, and there were like 3 repeats that you used, and your favorite word was I. Toastmaster Jonu used ours 10 times and 2 times, so 5 times, and there were like 3 repeats. And his favorite word was that. Toastmaster Namra used R 4 times. Toastmaster Lakwinder used ours 9 times and 2 times, so 1 time, but 2 times, and repeats of phrases 4 times. Toastmaster Ritesh used ours 3 times, and his favorite word was right. Then we have like table topic speakers. On that one, Toastmaster Anmol used ours 2 times and 7 times, and so 1 time. Guest Rohit used ours 7 times. Guest Abhineet used 1 time. Toastmaster Shraddha used ours 2 times. Overall, the long pauses used was by Toastmaster Rajinder 1 time and Toastmaster Lakwinder 7 times. So that was all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paras. Now it's time to call the grammarian of today's meeting, that is Toastmaster Shraddha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj. The entire meeting was full of yeah. Everybody spoke with a kind heart and kind mind. The word of the day, yeah, was used by Toastmaster Anuj and Toastmaster Shirin. Some of the not improper usages were, first of all, when we are speaking, since it's an English speaking platform, and if we tend to use a language which is not English, it is recommended that we are translating that. One of the usages was log kya kahenge. We could have also added the translation that what will people say. Someone said he out of class. It could have been he's going out of the class. Pronunciation of hearts is hearts and not hurts. My health was playing a toss with me. It can be said that my health has been acting up. Who hold my hand? It can be who held my hand, since it was being said in a past tense context. Coming by office, it can be coming from office. And someone said, can visually what you are saying. It can be can visualize what you are saying. Some of the good usages were Toastmaster Lakwinder said the word Zen garden. He also said the phrase silence should be respected, not feared. Silence speak louder than words. Toastmaster Rajinder used the word kinesthetic, which means by feeling, visualize by feeling or watching. She also used the phrase readers are leaders. Growth is not incidental, but intentional. Guest Abhijit used the word bliss. And Toastmaster Tajinder used the phrase focus determines your reality. Toastmaster Johnny used the phrase yoga is an insurance policy for our body. Toastmaster Yuvraj used the phrase comfort zone is enemy of growth. And Toastmaster Ritesh used the phrase focus is golden, but focusing on what matters should not be missing. I think I rephrased the sentence, but I think we have all gotten the gist. All right. Overall, it was a great meeting full of great words and hoping to learn more from all of us in the next meeting. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Shraddha. Now it's time to call the counter of today's meeting. Listener of the meeting, that is Toastmaster Ayushi.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is my first time being a listener. So the questions are extremely easy and basic. Okay, so we're going to start with the first question. It's open for online people as well. A very prominent acronym that was used was SAVERS by Toastmaster Rajinder. Can anyone tell me what all the alphabets in SAVERS are? Exactly.
Silence, affirmation, visualization.
Yes. Yes.
Reading, scribble.
Yes. Okay, next question. During TM Ajay's speech, he described a story of a classroom, and there were 3 reasons why students were distracted in the classroom and disassociated. So, who can tell the 3 reasons?
Importance.
Yes, importance of the lecture.
Yeah.
Second, interest. There's one more.
Connection.
Sort of, you're close. Can anyone tell online? Okay, go faster. It's relevant examples. An advice that TM Anuj mentioned in his speech by TM Ritesh was to improve his speech. Yes. Okay. TM Johnny talked about yoga and anxiety, and he mentioned if someone has anxieties, the society treats them like a mentally ill person, and you shouldn't believe that if someone says that to you. Okay. According to TM Ritesh in his table topic speech, your early morning actually starts. Yes. Do you have time for one more question?
Yes.
TM Lakwinder talked about the power of MA, and he mentioned a culture where MA is used very prominently and on a daily basis. Which culture was that?
Yes.
Yes. Everyone was listening. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Toastmaster Ayushi, now it's time to call the timer of the meeting, that is Toastmaster Namra.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj, for calling me up. The meeting is very, very amazing, and I'm literally love to say that many of us has qualified the time. Just few of them has disqualified. First, I want to say the qualified name who qualified the time: Toastmaster Shireen, Toastmaster Rajendra, Toastmaster Yuvraj. In prepared speeches, all the speakers has qualified. Toastmaster Ajay has taken 7 minutes 27 seconds. Toastmaster Anuj has taken 7 minutes 29 seconds. Toastmaster Johnny has taken 6 minutes 30 seconds. And Toastmaster Lakhvinder has taken 6 minutes 30 seconds. In table topics, Toastmaster Anuj has taken 2 minutes 30 seconds. It's disqualified. Guest Rohit has taken 1 minute 26 seconds. Guest Avijit has taken 2 minutes 13 seconds. Toastmaster Shraddha has taken 1 minute 59 seconds. Toastmaster Yuvraj has taken 1 minute 3 seconds. Toastmaster Johnny has taken 41 seconds. Toastmaster Ritesh has taken 47 seconds. In evaluation, Toastmaster Tajendra has taken 2 minutes 1 second. Toastmaster Shireen has taken 2 minutes. Toastmaster Namra has taken 2 minutes 25 seconds. And Toastmaster Ritesh has taken 2 minutes 16 seconds. In the auxiliary role players has taken Toastmaster Paras has taken 3 minutes 7 seconds. Toastmaster Shraddha has taken 2 minutes 35 seconds. Toastmaster Ayushi has taken 2 minutes 18 seconds. And Toastmaster Namra has taken 2 minutes 25 seconds. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namra. Now the Oxford players polls are in the guest group. Please vote it. Time will be 1 minute, and after that, I will present my journal evaluation report. So it's my time to present my report. The meeting started on time. Sir, missions were mentioned. Those was the staff committee. Core values were mentioned. Rules were mentioned, and presiding officer was introduced properly. Kudos to you. Presiding officer, as presiding officer is at lead. Shraddha was the presiding officer. Guests introduced very well. New members were introduced, and Timor was introduced well. It was a great handover for Timor. The Toastmaster of the day. You were audible, confident. To this, maintain the eye contact with the audience. Looking at the phone, just it can just distract, and you're not looking at the phone. Feel like they are not able to engage with the audience. The theme was nice, great. And asking the question is the best way to engage the audience, and especially the use of the visual aids. The best way to engage the audience, which I always mention in every meeting. Speakers were properly introduced. And one more recommendation is that you can just have just introduce the polls for the best speaker. And this time, I know this is not there was not proper coordination, but for the next time, after the speaker is after all the speakers are over, just try to say just mention a polls for best speaker in the group, and please vote it. So overall, it was great. It was within the time. So our Oxford players. Now it's time for the Oxford players. Timer, Toastmaster, Namra. Great presentation of report by using visual aids. Explain the role very well. Cards were visible like go, slow, and stop. Unique way to present the report. And it was overall great report. Timings were mentioned, who were qualified, disqualified. I just remember one thing, there is always a grace period of 30 seconds. Grammar, Toastmaster Shraddha explained the role very well. Word of the day was mentioned. Use of the visual aids like just I have shared encouraging tone, and report presented very well. Kudos to you. And after a long time, she has done this role. Toastmaster Ayushi, maybe it was the first role of being the listener. Role explained very well, but at a time of introduction, what I felt was that the pace was very fast while explaining the role. Questions were interesting and engaging, as most of them were the active listener. And one more recommendation we can add while the listening is important. What is the use of active listening? Toastmaster Paras, our counter, energetic and confident like me, ma'am. Kudos to you. Role explained well, report presented very well. That how were the how filler words were used, how many filler words. One recommendation is that you can just give the solution that how to overcome the use of the filler words so that the members and guests can take care of it and can avoid the mistakes in the future while giving any speech, demo, and evaluations. Table topic master Toastmaster Shirin explain the role well. You can just mention why this role is important. What's the purpose of this role? Impromptu speaking, develop impromptu skills. Topics were nice given the situation. Guests and members were given the opportunity to speak on the stage as it's the best way to step outside from the comfort zone. Kudos to you. So now it's time for evaluations. Evaluators. All the evaluators speech, they give the evaluation according to the CRC approach, mention the speech title, pathways and level, except the two evaluators who are evaluated 3 and Toastmaster Nama, you need to mention about the pathways level of the target speaker. Otherwise, everything was great. There was no such use of words that offend the speaker, and the evaluations were up to the mark. It was more like of encouraging, not the discouraging the speaker. And there were no disturbance in the meeting, no technical glitches, and no disturbance of the phone. So kudos to everyone. The meeting started on time and it will end on time. I hope so. So I am done with my report. Now it's time. I will hand over the stage to the presiding officer, that is Toastmaster Shraddha. Oh. The polls for the big role players are in the group, and it's a request to everyone offline and online members to vote for it. Big 3 role players. I hope everyone have voted for all the role players, Ox, big role players, Ox role players, speakers, evaluations. Thank you very much, audience, for listening to me. I know you will listen to me only, not everyone.
Thank you.
You are your own.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj. All right. Now it's time to hand over the best role player certificates. Starting with the best speaker. Any guesses on who is the best speaker?
The best speaker, guys.
Toastmaster Anuj.
Yes, you're right.
Toastmaster, the best speaker.
I don't need to be here every day. So I can give this.
Congratulations. Next is best evaluator. Any guesses?
Toastmaster Ritesh.
Yes, Toastmaster. Namra, did you also see the answers?
House X Jindabad.
How that's time is going very well.
Congratulations. Yeah. Next is best big C role player. Any guesses?
Toastmaster Rajinder, I guess.
Yes, Toastmaster Rajinder. Best auxiliary role player. Namra, you guess. You're guessing correct.
Yes, Toastmaster Ayushi.
Yes. There is one more best role player. That is Toastmaster Paras. And finally, best table topic speaker. Any guesses? Yes. Yes. Can anyone please start? Now, before we adjourn the meeting, can everyone please close their eyes? Close your eyes, please. Anmol. Yeah, and close your eyes, please. And do not imagine a pink elephant. Close your eyes. And do not imagine a pink elephant. Now, open your eyes. Did anyone imagine a pink elephant? Oh, I imagined blue. But everyone imagined around that, right? Same happens when we have to give a speech and we are not supposed to stumble, tremble or whatever, like whatever I'm doing right now. But we keep telling ourselves, what if I fumble? What if I forget something? What if we tell ourselves instead that since our mind is doing what we're not supposed to do, what if we tell that, imagine that you are speaking confidently and do not imagine that. So if we train our mind like that, it will perform in the way we want it to. So the sky is the limit and we can be the best we want to be. With that, I adjourn the meeting and today's meeting and hope to see you all in the upcoming sessions. Thank you everyone for participating. Before we close, can we take a picture? And I request everyone to switch on their camera online, please.
Guys, please come for the group photograph. The special photograph.
Toastmaster Johnny, guest Abhijit. Namra, can you take a screenshot, please?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Now,
Yeah.
the vote team after me.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you so much.
Okay, thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.
वोट चोरी हो रही है आजकल
क्या
वोट चोरी हो रही है मेरा ही असर है सब पहले मैं करता था अब राम में always just step up photo just no one on distance
Anuj signatures.
thank you very much everyone